All right, guys. So we just played our first playthrough of Kingmaker. We're just gonna discuss what things about we like, what we didn't like, some interesting things we found in the game, and let's just begin with what are the things you liked about the game.
So to start with Zakai.
I like how it's, I don't know, it's just you never know what is going to happen, and it's about prediction mostly, and that is interesting.
Kind of think about prediction, like bluffing and all that kind of stuff, right? Like I think he's going to play that, but wait, maybe he's thinking about playing that.
It's not only like in poker.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of bluffing in the game. The theme actually works for me. I feel like the theme is solid in this game. Mm-hmm. Honestly, you got the cards; they're all solid. All the artwork is really nicely done. The cards themselves, nice and thick, good quality cards. So they're going to be.
Yeah, and everyone has the same deck, but they're all colored differently, so you can exactly know what you have.
They feel different when you're playing the cards too, like as opposed to everybody else's. You know they're yours, so that's a good thing. Even though they're all exactly the same card, but feeling like you actually have this kingdom or this like council of kings inside your little castle. You're having to find ways to assassinate the other council. It's kind of like a Game of Thrones style feel to me, because you're basically killing everybody else as long as your own family stays alive. But the problem is everybody's dying always, and you're never going to have a full set of council members at the end of the game. It's not going to happen.
I agree with most of that. It's very good everything. The only thing I dislike is that there's only 2 reference cards, but this is an early release of the game.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the hardest things about about how the game goes through and all this the cards go through. I mean, I talked to the designer about this. One of the issues I have about it is the character cards. They don't have anything like like no iconography or even text. I would love to see at least some text or iconography on any of these cards. I mean, we have like 6, 7 different cards we can choose from, and I think it'll just play just a little better, and it'll be easy to teach to people if we have any of those stuff.
I think that I talked to him, and he said specifically that it was based on old style tarot cards a long time ago, and they didn't have any words or anything like that on them. So you want to make it in that style, like an homage to that style of old tarot cards. Where they played this game, it was never found out how the actual rules worked for it, but that's kind of what he went for. And I think that, honestly, there's not a lot of cards in the game. It's kind of like Love Letter in that sense of you play the card, you know what it's going to do. You don't really necessarily have to have that. It's going to help you, especially if you're a newer player, I would think, understand the game, how it functions. But after you play 2 or 3 times, you know exactly what the cards do.
Yeah. My worry for if the game actually does see expansions or anything like that, I do like to see that. And there'll be a lot more cards to play around.
I would agree.
I wasn't even using that, and this was my second time playing.
Yeah, I mean the game. This is just the base game. This is
as it is.
As it is. It's pretty simple.
If it got more complicated, more complex, I think it would be a good idea to add addition. In fact, maybe even make a whole new, separate, like extra addition to it. I don't know. What do you think about it, Orange?
I liked it. I mean, it's a little cutthroat.
You won.
I know. It's because I was quiet.
The quiet house wins.
Slinking in the shadows.
I mean, I just like how the game is structured, and that you got 3 houses, but the game doesn't end at the one single player. I mean, it does, as for the victory, but the game, the whole game ends. I mean, stops when there's 2 players, and then because I think the game was just going to keep going on, and it's a little bit predictable after that.
I feel like the thief is too situational. Like, I would never be able to predict when someone's going to use
I played other games before with the thief actually works and it worked at that game.
I got yours.
I mean,
yours.
I know, right? It's just because the thief goes out and there's at least 1 gold out there, and
probably just me.
The idea, though, I think is honestly when I think of all your guys' hands and what you guys have in your hands, and this requires a person with good memory, which is not me. I don't have a good memory, but I can say, he's got 4 cards in his hand, 5 cards. He probably wants another card right now, and I know he has a gold because he hasn't played it. This would be my opportune time if I were him. I'm going to thief him. That's kind of how I would assume you would have to do that. Yeah. People are better at it than others, and we got lucky, I guess.
Maybe we should play with our discard face up.
That would then give people more. I think that's kind of like
it gets too much information out.
Yeah, I think you could if this was a beginning game, right?
Yeah, but it tells everyone what you've played that game, and based on what you've played that game, they can figure out what's left in your hand and play according to that.
Sure.
Yeah, but you can get that information already. You just have to keep paying attention.
Yeah, it's a difference between memorizing it or not memorizing.
The only thing that you cannot give perfect information is someone plays a gold or a thief. when you take a
That's
card.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like it as a suspense kind of thing. Like, you don't know
Yeah.
what's going to go after someone plays a thief or a gold in there. Would it play
Yeah,
a
I
jester,
like
or
that.
would it get back their
And if
guys,
someone-
the marshals?
If someone played a marshal on a turn when they didn't get attacked, you might not necessarily remember that because no one took damage from it, type thing.
That's true.
I was thinking too for a while that these guys should have artwork.
No,
I love
that-
the
yeah.
artwork in this game. I think this is the one thing about the cards they could fix is put some artwork on.
It's
these
a little
things.
boring. Like, we got these fleshed out characters, and then
Everything
crowns.
else is great. This artwork is so good. Make 3 more. Do it. Come on. I don't want crowns. I'm sure they're probably going to do that in the Kickstarter or something like that. This is probably
A
not.
king, a queen, and
Well, no, it's
something
the
else.
Cardinal and the
These are all
Fior and,
different.
or the Viscount and the Marquis, whatever. They're all different too. I think every.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a Baron, Duke, and a Countess. Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't even look at them to be honest.
Yeah,
Oh,
That
wow.
was-
Earl, then the Crown Prince.
and I have a lady, a general, and a prince.
Yeah,
so-
we didn't even bother looking at the cards to read them because they were just crowns.
I mean, we give ourselves names, but they actually do have their names of their houses. So this
Do
is
they?
yeah.
Siobhan. Oh, I thought that was just like their first names.
No. It's funny because the game is called Kingdom of Air. I'm the house heir.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's why we had to kill you first.
No, I wasn't dead first. House Greg
This is your
died.
kingdom.
Why? What's wrong with my kingdom?
Kingdom Floor or whatever. That
Floor.
kind of works with your your other name too, right?
Yeah.
Well, and then
Whimsicott and Floor.
Whimsicott and Fleur.
What?
even on these cards.
Oh, it even says
Oh,
on the
yeah.
attack card. See, yeah. Put some artwork. Put some artwork, please. The buttons. What do we got buttons for? They just kind of like put them on our shirts and be like,
So,
"We represent,
Vida.
represent."
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
case
so
you
yeah.
can't remember.
Yeah. These games, but I don't know if these are coming with the game, but I mean they're pretty neat. They have the emblems of
Yeah,
the
no,
house.
I think they're cool. I'm just, people are gonna sit there and be like, "I'm gonna get this." All right, now I am.
Oh, they're too tiny.
They're really small, but I mean, I guess they're just kind of like for fun. They're okay. They're cool.
Yeah.
But
I mean, the decks are great because you can see exactly
yeah,
who you're
this
attacking.
this game is probably ready to go. It just needs a couple little touches on it. I think the Kickstarter is going to do that with maybe their stretch goals or something. But it's good. I think it's really good. In fact.
What do you
It's
guys
one of my
think-
favorites.
What do you guys think about like it being a 5-player game? Do you think more will help, or we just? I mean, less is okay. Like 4, it's okay. 3 is like I don't know. You don't want to play that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 5 up. Do you think even more players will be a little fun?
I
More-
think
more fun?
5
you
is
can
a,
do more.
6 would be good.
I
you can do
think
more.
5 is a good point for this. I think it has to be an odd number of players for the best results, though. So maybe 7 at the top end. Anything more than that might be a
I
bit
think
too
5
big.
and 6 is good.
I want
Six
other.
is
I want
good.
other colors too. I want green. My favorite color's not on here.
I'm not even gonna about that. Whatever colors.
Like, how many people did we play Bang with?
Oh, it can go up to 8, and I like no.
Too
I
many,
don't know
too
if
many.
this goes
After
up there.
7, unless it's a specific party game like Werewolf or something, come
Yeah,
on.
it's-
Well, then it's really hard to forget what people have played.
I think 6 would be a solid number for this game. Though.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree that
If
6
you
would
want-
be pretty-
I
except
mean,
for you don't like 6,
I don't
but
think 7's gonna hurt it because the game is played simultaneously.
It's quick too.
Yeah.
I don't think it would make much. I mean, I think every player makes the game maybe 6 minutes extra for each 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. So you get like maybe even less, maybe like 5 minutes a player. Almost.
No, I think it was
we
less than that.
we ran this in like 15, 16 minutes with 5 players. So
Yeah. I mean,
Like 3 minutes a player.
it's
so
15 to 20 minutes, which is
exactly
I
what we did
know,
for 5 players.
and I don't think it's gonna adding any more players is gonna raise it too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think this is probably the of all the games I've played, or I mean I've played a lot. This is one of the most solid timed games, like exact estimate, like 17.5 minutes, 15.5 minutes for a 15 to 20 minute game, and it was perfect. It was right on the mark, and we were even playing fairly, we weren't going crazy with it either. New player here, so there you go. Yeah.
Well, I think this has been a great discussion, guys, and I hope that you found that this post play and even our playthrough has some great information in there. So go check out Kingmaker, which is going to be Kickstarter soon.